this time, I'm going to give you a problem, then you have to solve this. Because this will be part of your final exam already. So all the sections, including the masteral, will solve the problem. Okay? I will give you the conditions. Now, this is very simple. Remember, this is part of your final exam. So, when you answer this, you answer it by group. I think you already group. So, you answer it and then you send it to me. The same process. No? I do not know where it is. You send it. Where you sent it before, you do the same. This is part of your final exam. Remember that. This is part of your final exam. Most of our examination will be on problem solving. So this is one. This time I'm going to give you sequential control. Then please listen carefully of the condition. This is a combination of limit switch and a motor. Okay? So, you have here. Listen carefully. You have your push button here, start, stop, or on and off. Then you have motor number 1. You have also motor number 2. Motor number 1 drives the conveyor number 1. And then motor number 2 drives the conveyor number 2. Okay? So you have your box. Then you have your limit switch that is being installed at the middle of your conveyor. And then you have also here a limit switch installed at the end of the second conveyor. So try to look at the diagram or the illustration. Again, you have here the box. Then you have the limit switch 1 that is being installed at the middle of the conveyor 1. And then you have conveyor 2. Then you have a limit switch installed at the end of the conveyor 2. So that is the installation. Now, what would be the condition? When I press the button on, remember, wala pa namudagan. When I press the button on, motor number 1 will run. Of course, the box will travel. So the conveyor now is in motion. When the box touch the limit switch 1 or hit the lever of the limit switch 1, automatically conveyor 2 will run. Again, when I press the button on, motor number 1 will run, and then conveyor number 1 is already running. Then we have here the traveling box. When the box is moving and touch limit switch 1 that is being installed at the center of conveyor 1, automatically motor number 2 will run. Then, of course, the box is already here. So again, when the box hit the limit switch 2, automatically the conveyor 1 stops. Okay? So when the conveyor stops, automatically the conveyor 2 also stops. So meaning to say that this limit switch 2 stops the 2 conveyor or the 2 motors. I hope you get it. Again, when I press the button on, motor number 1 will run. Then the box now is moving. When the box hit the LS1 or limit switch 1, motor number 2 will run. Okay? Motor number 2 will run. Then, of course, the box is already here. So, when the box hit the LS2, automatically, both motors are off. So, if you want to run it again, press the button. Motor traveling box touch the limit switch, runs the conveyor 2, touch the limit switch, off. 2 motors. So that is the condition. So I hope you get it. So what you will do, draw the power circuit, okay, and the control circuit of both. I hope you get it. I hope you get it. That is part of your final exam. Now, that is condition number 1. This time, we will not use limit switches. We will not use limit switches. But instead, we will be using timer in lieu of limit switch. So when this is condition number 2 or another problem. When I press the button on, immediately motor number 1 is running. And of course, the timer there also is energized. If the condition is like this, when I press the button start, motor number 1 will run. After 2 minutes, motor number 2 will run. Okay? Motor number 2 will run. Then, after 5 minutes again, the 2 motors will stop. Meaning to say, you are using 2 timers. So, instead of using limit switch, the same problem. But, we are using time delay relay or on delay timer. So, in the first condition, we are using limit switch. But this time, we are going to use timer without the limit switches. Again, when I press the button button on, motor number 1 will run. Okay? Of course, the box now is traveling. So after 5 minutes, shall we say 2 minutes, after 2 minutes, motor number 2 will run. Okay? But remember, motor number 1 is still running together with motor number 2. Then the box will, of course, will travel here in motor conveyor 2. After another 2 minutes, after another 2 minutes, 2 minutes here, 2 minutes here, the 2 motors will stop. If you will run it again, then it will do the same process. It will go on the same process. So that is condition number 2. So you have 2 conditions here. Number 1 is using the limit switch, and then the number 2 is using the timer. Remember, this is part of your final exam. So all the 5 sections, including the masteral, by group, you solve the problem. Draw the diagram. Okay? I will not let you explain anymore. Ano dili na taas. Just draw the diagram of the power and the control circuit. You will only use one power circuit here. The same power circuit you will be using in 2 conditions. What is the difference there is the control circuit. So keep on reviewing this video. Try to understand the condition, and then you discuss among yourselves, because this is a very important topic when it comes to sequential control. Okay, so God bless you with this test. Then I hope that you're gonna get it. Thank you, and God bless us all.